Now, I did make a video for Merlin AI, which is a very similar tool in the past. You guys can take it out, take a look at the description box. I'll leave the links there. I made two videos on that, on how I use Merlin AI to summarize YouTube content, etc., etc. But Harpa takes that to a completely different level, and I'm going to show you just how powerful it is. It is not for the faint of heart. It does take a little bit of effort to actually get into the whole process, which is why sometimes I do recommend Merlin AI for a lot of people, just because it's a lot easier. But for power users, this tool is insane. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the pricing. So they do actually have a lifetime deal, which is kind of expensive for probably most people. It's 300 Canadian dollars you pay once, and you get it for life. And 300 Canadian dollars is maybe around 180 to 200 US dollars. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, they also do have a monthly plan as well. So $19 a month, which gets you 3-in-1 package, which gets you GPT-4o, Claude AI, the whole host of 3 models, and your own API key models. Data is not used for training, and no hourly rate limits. Faster than ChatGPT Plus, access to chat history, and unlimited chat messages. If you get the S2, which is around $30 Canadian a month, you get 3 times as many tokens. You have Loop Step, which basically allows you to iterate over data and commands, and limited to cloud GPT mega tokens. I'm going to explain that a little bit later in the video. And you can schedule AI commands as well. Now, the nice thing about Harpa is that you can use there's a couple ways you can actually use the AI models. So the first thing is you can actually use your own API keys. They support GPT-4 straight out of the box. They support Claude 3 straight out of the box. They also support Open Router, which has access to a multitude of different models, including the big ones and all the small ones. So they have access to that as well. But I don't think a lot of people realize that the really big differentiator for this tool is that it has access to your live chats as well. So for example, I'm going to open up the command bar here for Harpa. And if I take a look, if you want to take a look at the models here, I'm going to go click on here and you can see all the model access here. So you have the typical GPT 3.5. So whenever you see something like this, where it says the actual model name, it's actually connecting to a live session. So if you're logged into your Open AI Chat GPT account, like I am, it's going to use GPT-4o if your live account has access to GPT-4o. Same thing with Sonnet. And so what ends up happening is when you're actually communicating on the Harpa Chrome extension chat bar, it's actually being communicated on your live chat session. So just to give you an example, and I'm going to go into this. This video is probably going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I just want to give you guys an example. So I'm just going to be like test, and I'm using. Sorry, nope. Let me stop that again. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to change it to Claude AI, and I'm going to change the model to 3.5 Sonnet, and I'm going to set that to default. Click on that. So now I'm using Claude AI, and I'm just going to write test here just to show you guys what this, like how this actually looks like. So I sent a chat, it's creating a response, and let me show you. So if I actually go into Claude AI, you can actually see the most recent chat. I can click on that and you can see I sent test and hello, how can I assist you? And that's the response that I got from Claude, from Harpa. And so it's actually connected to a live session. So that's the other benefit. They also have cloud connections as well. So you can use GPT-4o and other models, but on their hosted servers. So they probably have access to, it's their API, so you're using their API, and this is why you can actually purchase AI tokens, and those AI tokens will then be converted into tokens that you can actually use for their cloud service as well. And so their cloud service has a number of benefits. So for example, if I go to the top, they have something called a smart AI agent, which basically does a bunch of stuff like automatic web search, automatic it understands commands, and it can do it, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in a bit. But so what I want to really now do is actually go over some of the use cases that Harpa AI has, and they actually have a neat page on their website for some of the use cases that they have, and they categorize that. So what I'm really interested in is marketing and SEO, but you can sort of take a look at the other ones. So some of the things you can do with this tool is, and this is really, really easy as well, and I'll show you guys how that looks like. You can do an SEO audit, you can do keyword research, you can do SEO planning, you can do website layout and meta extractions and content and content completions and a whole host of things. And they have direct integration with Gmail and YouTube and Instagram and some of the social profiles. You can see, look at, like, if we go to copywriting, they have other, they have an article writer, a blog post from topic, a fact checker, a whole host of things. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go step by step on the ones that I think are important, especially for the type of content that I create on SEO and marketing and web dev and things like that. So we'll probably do a little bit of that just now. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the capabilities that this has for YouTube. And if you guys actually take a look at the video that I created with Merlin, where I basically explain how I use Merlin to just consume a lot of YouTube content. So we're going to do the same thing with Harper this time. So the first thing you want to do is Harper has this is, I think, default. They have a keyboard shortcut that you can click on. Alt A. So this, I'm on Windows. It might be different for Mac, but if I do Alt A, it should just open up the actual chat bar on the right side, and you can do a whole host of things with this page specifically. So right now you can see some of the most used commands that they actually share here. So you can summarize the video, and I do believe it is contextual. So some of these commands might actually be different based on the type of page you're on. But so because I'm on a YouTube video, you can repurpose the video, you can ask about the video, you can summarize the video. So I'm going to click on summarize the video. But before I click on that, there's a couple things you can actually do as well. So if you click on this one here, you can see some of the parameters that you can use directly from, because Harper understands that this is a YouTube video page. I can click on, for example, I can grab an element. So I can grab an element somewhere. Elements is grab title, I believe. Sorry, let me go back here. Let's do the other one. The one that I usually do is I can take the YouTube transcript. And so now this basically stores a whole transcript in a variable called transcript. And now you can ask questions about the transcript. And so I can be like, hey, summarize this transcript in 3 bullet points. So as you can see, now it's finished the summarization. The YouTube channel Beluga experienced explosive growth, gaining 4 million subscribers in just 3 months with about 50 videos, making one of the fastest growing channels in YouTube history. Success is attributed to 3 key strategies: using a growth catalyst from a previously successful channel, creating a highly bingeable short form content that increases overall session time, and mastering an effective title and thumbnail strategy. So it can do that. Now you can also clear your message. So if you want to go back to the start, you can click on this button here and you can clear the chat and you can go back to where you were first. And so let's click on summarize the video. So what summarize the video does, it gives you a bunch of options. You can do a nested summary. You can do ideas, takeaways, captions. It's just nested. And so when I click on nested, it's going to basically parse the video minute by minute. So you'll see that in a bit. So now that it's actually done parsing the video, you can see that it goes each section. So right around the first 2 minutes, it talks about how the content creator talks about how Beluga gained 4 million subscribers in 3 months with 50 videos. And if I scroll down, you can see some of the topics: Beluga's strategic approach, catalyst for growth, and mastering session time. And remember when I said this is connected to the live sessions, if I go back to Claude and if I go to the start here, you can actually see the command that Harper sends. So it's in the pasted text here. You can just see 75 lines, and you can see the actual command that Harper uses. And so they have a bunch of commands for so many different things. It just makes your life a lot easier, and you can even just communicate back and forth here as well. But I'm just going to go back and I'm going to actually communicate back and forth here. And based on that, you can also do a couple things. So for example, I just want to get the main idea. So let me click on main ideas and let's see what that gets us. And so you can see that Beluga gained 4 million. I mentioned this before. Three-step system to beat the algorithm. Cross promotion from an existing channel. Created short, bingeable videos, etc., etc. Now, Harper has a lot of custom commands that we can use as well. So I'm going to clear this as well, and I'm going to show you guys some really cool custom commands that you guys can use as well. So first, let's try this one. Let's try repurpose video. So I want to see if it can repurpose this video into something else, and let's see what that does for us. So now that it finished that, you can see, so it parses the video. Long videos may take a few seconds to parse, so it parses the whole video, and then it repurposes the whole thing into this format. So channel growth, content strategy, and it really goes down into the actual strategy, title and thumbnail strategy, and explains the titles, related topics, and then it talks about the content characteristics. So main content, Discord conversations, no voiceovers, humor-based, algorithm insights. And so what it really does is it analyzes the video and it breaks it down into different categories. And then what you can do is you can take that information, you can turn it into something else, an article or a blog post or a tweet. So let's do something like a tweet. So it's going to do a tweet, and let's see how that looks like. So now that it finished the actual tweet, so it's their secret sauce, question mark, short, binge-worthy Discord convos plus clever titles and thumbnails equals algorithm gold. From lucid dreaming to meme king, Beluga proves strategic content is king. Aspiring creators take notes and then hashtags. I can also refine. I can also, let's do refine and turn this into a blog post and actually turned it into a blog post. So you can see in the ever evolving landscape of YouTube. Again, this is completely AI generated, and you can tell it's AI generated. So you probably would not rely on this to create blog content, but it is a really, really good way to just parse information. But you can see like it gives you a structure at least that you can use to actually then build content on top of. So the catalyst, a strong foundation. So Journey didn't start from scratch. Before launching his viral channel, he had already built a successful platform focused on lucid dreaming, boasting nearly 1 million subscribers, and it breaks that down into basically a blog post that you can use for a later time. Now let's try some other custom commands. So if you want to get into custom commands, all you have to do is /, and you can see a lot of custom commands. And I'm not going to go through every single one of these because it's going to take forever. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to go over some relevant custom commands to whatever I'm showing you guys. So for YouTube specifically, let's do extract comments. So I want to see how that, so you have a bunch of extract and what I'm interested in is YouTube extract comments, and I'm gonna click on that. And I'm just gonna do like maybe, we'll do top 20, and it's just gonna extract the comments. I don't know if this is gonna work. Found no comments on the page. I'm gonna click on this. I think I might have to open this actually. Just give me 1 second. So I opened the comments on the right side, and I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna clear this again. I'm gonna go extract comments, and I'm just gonna do that, and hopefully that works. Top 20, and I'm hoping it actually takes the extract. So it does extract the comments here, and you can see, you can go to the top. I'm going to need your help with this one. It's been a while since and it's just this one here. And I wonder if it takes, because there's a read more section here. So I want to see if like it cuts off at would. And so I want to see would mean the world to me. So it does extract the full comment. And now what I'm going to do is you can export to JSON, but I'm going to do a custom prompt, summarize the comments. What are people excited about? And let's see what that does. So as you can see, based on the comments, people seem excited about the several aspects. Beluga's rapid growth. Many commenters are impressed by Beluga's quick rise to popularity, gaining millions of subscribers. Viewers appreciate the breakdown and explanation of the strategies that led to the success. People highlight the Beluga's content is simple, funny, and easy to understand. So you can see like this can get very, very powerful. So let's try another custom command. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create. Let's try audience analyzer, and this is for YouTube. So you have channel analysis and a YouTube audience analyzer. Let's try that, see what that does for us. And you can see here, it gave us a target audience description. It's likely young to middle-aged adults, primarily content creators, aspiring YouTubers, and individuals interested in social media. And as you scroll down, you can see the list of relevant topics of interests of the audience. So people are interested in YouTube growth strategies like me, social media algorithm analysis, viral content creation techniques, Discord and online community building, YouTube analytics and metrics, storytelling and short form content. And you can see keywords for video content. So you have YouTube algorithm, viral growth, content strategy, etc., etc. So now let's try channel analysis. I want to see so the channel owner is Patty Galloway, and I want to see if we can get any information about the actual channel. So let's do channel analysis, and let's do YouTube. Let's try that. Sorry, just refreshed. Oh, so no, it didn't refresh. It actually went to the channel and then it extracted that information. So you can see extracts insights from YouTube videos to draw conclusions on. Okay, so we're on a video page navigating. So it has a custom command that it navigates to the actual channel. And so videos, and this is some actually really cool information. So videos are usually published once every 54 days. On average, each video is viewed 1 million times. The most recent video was released 365 days ago. Is that true? Oh, yeah, it is true. The latest video for this channel was 1 year ago. They don't seem to be active for some reason. The most recent video was released, okay, and the top 3 videos. And I want to see if this, I want to see that how this would be on my own channel. So I'm gonna go navigate to my channel. Let me just go to my channel, and let me see how that looks like. So I'm just gonna try the same thing. Alt A. I'm gonna just clear this channel analysis, and let's see what it does for my channel. And then, I guess I have to share a link maybe. And so it goes to my channel, and then it's just gonna summarize, which I don't know if it's working. page to stop updating took 4.8 seconds. Let me try that again. So what ended up happening was this command only works if you're on the video or a video. It doesn't work directly from the channel. So I actually went to one of my videos and then I clicked on that same process and then it took me to this page and it analyzes. So videos are published every 12 hours, which is kind of true because I have been trying to publish like once a day, but I think it might be a little bit too much. Maybe I'll push it to like once every 3 days. On average, each video is viewed 528 times. The most recent videos were released a day ago with 108 views, which is lower than the average by 79%. Top three videos, top three most popular videos and the least popular videos as well. So it's a really good, and I want to see if it can, like, what kind of in-depth analysis I can do. So let's do an in-depth analysis, see what that does. So that took around like 2-3 minutes, but you can see what it does, the whole process. So it extracts the data. So I'm assuming the transcript of the 3 most popular pages, and it does the same thing for the 3 least popular videos. It analyzes both of them and then extracts the insights and draws a conclusion. So it gets you some generic information about the average, how many times it's viewed and how often do I publish, and it gives you information about the actual videos that I published. So demonstration of WebSim, an AI tool for creating web applications and games, showcasing user-generated projects and attempts to recreate popular websites. If you scroll down, it does the same thing for the 3 least popular videos as well, and it does an audience analysis. So the primary viewers for this YouTube channel appear to be tech-savvy individuals, developers, AI enthusiasts, and digital marketers. They're interested in cutting-edge AI tools, particularly those that can streamline web development, content creation, and digital marketing processes. The audience seems to be most engaged with the content that demonstrates practical applications of AI in creating interactive web experiences and games. The channel's most popular videos focus on AI-powered tools that can create complex web applications, games, and interactive infographics with minimal coding, which is true actually. And it gives you information on ways to expand audience. So diversify AI tools, demonstrations, collaborative projects, tutorial series, AI news and trends, comparison reviews, real world applications, live coding sessions, AI ethics and implications, beginner friendly content, and cross-platform promotions. And it gives you a conclusion, produces, so the most engaging content for this audience focuses on AI powered tools that create impressive interactive web applications. And it just goes on and on and on. So it's a pretty in-depth, I would say, analysis of that. So now what I want to do is I want to show you guys how Harper AI can actually summarize PDFs as well. So what I did was I went on Google and I typed in unlimited context length AI, and I had an extension flag with PDFs, so only PDFs show up. And I remember sort of reading this like last year, but it was way above my head. So I'm going to try that again. So I'm going to click on this and it should open up a PDF. It's about 19 pages or so. Now I'm going to open up Harper AI. And what I'm just going to simply do is just click on summarize here. And I want to see if we can summarize the page content for this very, very complicated paper. And as you can see, it did a pretty decent summary. So key takeaway, the paper represents a novel approach called landmark attention that enables transformers to efficiently handle arbitrarily long context lengths while maintaining random access flexibility to all tokens. Summary, the paper addresses the limitations. I'm not going to read all this. What I'm going to do is, if you scroll to the bottom, it gives you related queries based on the actual content. So it does, how does landmark attention compare to transformer XL in terms of performance and efficiency? Honestly, way above my head. What I'm going to do is, because I don't understand this, can you explain like 9 in 5 points? I'm just gonna enter and see what that does. So now that it's basically explaining this in 5 simple points, it says, imagine you're reading a long storybook. Sometimes it's hard to remember everything you've read before. This new method puts special bookmarks in the story. These bookmarks help the computer remember important parts. When the computer is reading a new part of the story, it can quickly look at these bookmarks to find the most important parts it needs to remember. This helps the computer understand really long stories much better, even longer than it could before. It's like having a magic bookmark that can instantly take you to the most important pages you've read before, so you don't forget anything important. So yeah, it's as simple as that. Now I want to get to Harper's search functionality, which is actually crazy. I'm impressed with their search functionality. So I'm going to go to my website, my agency website. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Harper AI here, and I'm going to clear this. And what I'm going to do is they have search here, or you can just do /search. It should show up. Well, it's there. So if you click on search, I'm gonna click on that, and you have a couple of things you can do this. So the first thing I want to show you guys is you can actually ask questions within a website. So because I'm on my website right now, I have a good understanding of what there is on the website. So I'm going to click on in website. And all it's going to do is it's going to ask us to type a search query, just like you'd go on Google and type something in, but specifically you're typing something in, a question you want to ask specifically for this website. So I'm going to just do, yeah, pricing options. Let's do pricing options. And we'll click on enter. So now that it's finished that, you can see that it talks about a basic website package that starts at $500, suitable for business just getting started. And you can actually click on that and it takes you to the actual page, the pricing page, which actually has that information. So it is correct. Additional hours and specialized services available, custom AI solutions. So it does ask related questions as well. So what does the basic plan include? How is maintenance priced? Are there free options available? So let me just do something like, what does the basic plan include? And I copied that and it's now going through that information. So what does the basic plan include? Website development, responsive design, basic SEO support, maintenance, affordable pricing. I'm going to be like, what are the SEO pricing? Or yeah, I can probably word that a little bit better. But for the SEO pricing now has initial setup fees, a one-time fee for setting up the SEO framework, ongoing monthly fees to maintain and improve SEO efforts. It's not actually giving me the actual pricing. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to clear this. I'm going to try search again. I'm going to go in website and pricing for SEO and see if that does, because it has to, what it does basically is as it searches, it's going to query like two to four pages. And so if it doesn't get the right page, it's not going to get the right information. So let's go back here. So yeah, now that I redid it again, it actually got the right information. So basic SEO services range from $950 per month for small and local business, including 500 to 1,000 words of content and five hours of technical SEO. And it goes on and on and on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that and I'm going to click on search. And now they have something called, I believe, deep search. So let's do detailed. Just click on detailed. And I just want to type something like, what's a good query to have? How can we increase AI token context link? And I'm going to change the model again. I don't want the, well, I guess it's a smart agent. So maybe I'll just click enter, click enter. So as you can see, it basically searched the net and it gave a summarized bullet point answer to the question that I asked, which was how do we increase AI token context length? And you can see that there's actual sources. So if I click on the sources, it'll take you to the actual page. So this is a community forum, switch to models with a large. This is not the answer that I was looking for, but it has related queries as well. Let's actually change the gears to now SEO and how we can use Harper AI to actually improve SEO. So what I'm going to do is again clear all this, and if you just / and type in SEO, you have a bunch of commands that you can actually use specifically for SEO. So the one I'm going to do is I'm going to type in SEO audit, and they have an SEO audit. So when you click on that, it's going to enter your SEO article or leave it blank to parse the page. So I'm just going to leave it blank because I wanted to optimize the SEO for this page specifically. Now that that's finished, you can see that it evaluated the page quality based on EEAT principles. For those who are in SEO, they know that it's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness, and YML, your money, your life considerations. And it evaluated based on expertise. So the content demonstrates knowledge in web development SEO. The author, Mohammed, which is me, claims 10 years of experience in SEO and web dev. However, there's a lack of detailed case studies, which is also true. Authoritativeness, which I'm working on, by the way. The site presents a personal brand offering professional services. Trustworthiness, the site has a professional appearance and clear navigation. YMYL, as a service offering web dev and SEO. This falls into the YMYL category as it can impact a business online presence and potentially their financial success. So detailed content audit, you have the homepage content. The headline, I like making cool websites, is casual and doesn't fully convey the value proposition. Debatable. Consider a more benefit-driven headline that addresses the client's needs. True, that's a good point. Service descriptions expand on each service offering with more details, benefits, and methodologies, and it goes on and on and on. And so it basically has a really good analysis of the actual SEO of the web page. So you have suggested H1 and title tags. So you have expert web dev and SEO services, boost your online presence, and so this is a really great analysis. So now you can do a keyword strategy generator, a keyword cluster report. Let's do a cluster report. Let's see what that does. So paste a list of keywords, maximum 3,000, but leave empty and parse from the web page. I'm just going to enter and see what that does. So it basically extracted web dev, SEO, digital marketing, broader digital marketing services, personal brand, business growth, and it broke it down into clusters. So you have web dev for the key for web dev. You have the intent, so website development, cool websites, informational, commercial. So you can look at some of the important keywords here: SEO, Google search rankings, et cetera, which you can use for your content. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that and I'm going to type in page Sherlock, which is another SEO type of analysis. So they have different types of analysis that you can do. And so this one gives you more metrics and information like that instead of a more detailed answer. So you can see here, it extracts the meta description. It gives you the open graph URL. It gives you the word count, reading time, server response size, page load time, headings, 44 headings. There are multiple H1 elements on the page, which is not good. I have to fix that, and gives you images and SEO suggestions. Now what I'm going to do is I want to outrank this page. What that basically means is I want it to take this page as if it's a competitor, and I want it to look at it and see how I can create a new page that actually does a better job than this page. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do outrank. Actually, let's click on clear / outrank article, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to do an advanced, and please copy, paste an article to outrank or press enter. So I'm just going to press enter, and I can extract keywords from SERP to improve your articles. Extract, enter a relevant Google search query to extract keywords from the search. I'll do something like top web design agency in Toronto, and it's going to extract. So now that it extracted a couple of keywords, I can add external URLs from SERP's top web design agency in Toronto to your article to boost the search ranking. Shall I proceed? Yeah, let's do that. So it extracted basically created a new article. In the bustling tech hub of Toronto, web design has become a crucial element. I mean, this is just an article which I would not use to replace this, but I mean, it gave you some information, like you might be able to use some things that it sees as more beneficial to use. So key benefits of professional web design, and you can scroll down and they have other things or key SEO strategies and branding and website maintenance. So yeah, it can do that as well. So I wanted to show you guys that. I actually have one more thing I wanted to show you guys. So I'm just going to clear this and I'm going to go type in SEO. And yeah, they have a bunch of other stuff you can generally do. So I'm just going to scroll down and I just want to see, let's see if we can create a detailed keyword strategy. And let's do something like web development in Toronto. Click on that and see what that does. So it gave me a bunch of FAQs that I can write for this page. So what are the top web development companies in Toronto? And it gives me related queries as well, long tail keywords. It gives me keywords and it breaks it down to type, intent, usage. And so how often I guess I use this or I should use. And if you scroll down, it gives you a slug and entities as well that you can add meta description, meta title, page excerpt, and reference as well. Now, another thing I wanted to show you guys is you guys can use text from the page as context for it to use to respond with. So for example, let me just highlight all this. And once you highlight, so notice on the right side here, on the right side, that shows up. If I don't highlight anything, that's gone. So if I click on that, it's gone, right? That's Merlin, click on that. So let me highlight this again and it's gonna show up, or it should technically show up. So I'm gonna highlight this. I'm going to click on, I'm going to go to the right side here, and there's a couple things you can do. So finish writing. So I can actually ask it to finish the whole thing or complete the whole section here. And you can see it's basically taking what I already have and it's expanding on it. So you can see how everything fits in website development. And then it breaks down like within website development. I start by creating a user-friendly, responsive website that engages users, engages visitors, etc. So I can also highlight this as well, and I can go back here and I can also search as well. So it's going to take that text and it's going to search the net as well. And you can see what that does. So for some reason, I don't know if it's actually hallucinating, but I don't see any website speed here, but it basically tells me that website speed impacting conversion rates, and then it gives me a bunch of information about that. So I don't know what's going on there. But one thing, I guess the last thing, because the video is getting a little bit longer, is I'm just going to scroll to the pricing section, and I want to show a really cool feature that Harper has, which is a smart agent. So it kind of understands, it's context aware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Harper AI here. I'm going to clear that. And I'm just going to go to Claude AI, and if you scroll all the way to the top, you can see Smart AI Agent. So you have Fast AI Agent, Smart AI Agent. And this does use tokens, so you actually have to pay them or purchase tokens from them. So I'm going to do Smart AI Agent, and I'm just going to be like something as simple as like, extract prices. And I believe it's going to put this into a table format. So what it did was it extracted the data and the content from the actual web page, and it took the prices and it broke it down into a table format, which then you can put into Google Sheets or Excel file. So you can see if you look at this, it actually does have like it took the exact pricing from the page, put it in a table format. So you have website development, SEO packages, you have AI automations, and then yeah, it does a pretty good job at extracting that information. So now what I want to do is I'm just gonna ask it, can you um, explain the benefits, features of each service. So I just want to point out here, notice that when I launch explain, it's actually, so I asked it this and it launched explain. So it understands which, it understands which command to actually pull out. So if you scroll to the top here, you'll notice that when I said extract, it extracted data. When I said explain, it extracted explain, and it explains the actual benefits and features of website development and there's SEO and other stuff, which it didn't really do. But you can also say there's questions related queries that you can use. So how does AI improve content management on websites? And I can click on that and get an answer for that as well. And I guess the final thing I wanted to do is if you go back to Google search, you can also have, so if you actually have the Chrome extension, they now have this addition that you can you'll find on Google search, AI answer. And if I just click on this, so I'm just gonna get rid of the PDF. Actually, let's go back to the PDF, and I'm just gonna do AI answer, and it's gonna open up Harper with the AI answer, and it's gonna scan the actual web page and it's gonna give me a response. So that took like maybe 2-3 minutes. I'm assuming because this is the extension PDF, so it's like long content, but you can see it summarizes the key points about unlimited context length, and it basically gives some responses like some newer AI models and techniques aim to enable unlimited or very long context length beyond the typical 8,000 tokens. Approaches to extend using landmark tokens, which is what we talked about in the first one, recurrent memory augmentation, and you can click on that and it takes you to the actual PDF. Well, it's a download. It's a download. Benefits of longer context include better long-range coherence. Some models like GPT-4 and Claude claim very long context windows, 32,000 to 100,000, which now we clearly know Gemini has up to 2 million. So it's getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, I'll end it here. And I think this, I'm just touching the surface. I think Harper has a lot more use cases that I didn't share. The video would be too long to actually go through each one, like emails and so many other things. Like it does a really good job of just making Google, like just browsing and on your browser a lot easier and simple. And so yeah, this is a Chrome extension that you can download. You can get the lifetime deal. By the way, I did forget, I think I didn't mention this, but they have a free version, so you can test it out. It's free for anyone that wants to use it. And yeah, so until next time, take care. And